My beloved child, the air around you will feel heavy with the weight of truth, and yet light with release. The person who steps forward will not be the same as the one who left, and neither will you. You will both stand on the thin line where past and future meet. Their hands will tremble as they hand you the letter, and your fingers will recognize the paper as if it belonged to your own past. The ink will still hold the shape of the nights it was written in, and your name will be carved into the margins. There will be a moment when neither of you moves, a silence full of meaning. They will speak the name that makes the room tilt, and the world will rearrange itself around that sound. Old debts of feeling will surface like sea glass, sharp and shining. Your chest will unclench as if permission to breathe has finally been given. Listen to the cadence of their voice when they confess, for every pause is a doorway to healing. What they reveal will not erase what was lost, but it will explain the map of your heart. Accept the explanation as a gift, not a verdict. Type Amen to get blessing 555. You will notice a small detail in their jacket sleeve that anchors you to a memory you thought buried. It will be the smell of rain on leather, or a thread pulled from a scarf you once loved. That tiny tether will move you more than any speech. They will ask for nothing, and yet the offering will be everything they can give. Forgiveness may arrive like a soft currency, awkward and earnest, asking to be spent. You will choose how to spend it, and in that choice you will reclaim a piece of your own story. Outside, the black car will remain like a shadow waiting at the edge of sight, patient and faithful. People will pass by unaware that a covenant is being fulfilled on this ordinary street. Angels will keep watch without fanfare, allowing the human moment to be wholly human. When you fold the letter back into its paper skin, you will feel a seam of completion. The wound will not vanish, but its edges will begin to knit in ways you can feel. Something old inside you will finally be allowed to rest. Type Amen to get blessing 2468. They will tell you why they left, not to justify, but to be honest. The truth will be raw and simple, like a stone turned to reveal a fossil underneath. You will listen, and listening will do more than any verdict ever could. There will be a name spoken that opens a corridor of images, laughter in a kitchen, a door left ajar, a phone call that lasted too short. These images will not destroy you, they will instruct you. You will remember how to guard what matters. They will hand you the small object, and as you touch it your knees may grow weak with recognition. The object will not be valuable in gold, but in meaning. It will be the bridge back to a version of yourself you feared lost. Stand steady as you cross that bridge, for on the other side lies your own reclaimed dignity. Allow the memory to warm rather than scorch, and let it teach you how to protect the fragile things you still carry. You are being remade in the quiet of this exchange. Type Amen to get blessing 9090. A neighbor will glance, polite and ignorant of the sacred scene unfolding, and life will keep its ordinary breath. This ordinariness will be the blessing that proves the miracle is not spectacle but transformation. You will walk away carrying both sorrow and treasure. They will speak of regrets like a weather report, naming storms they could not stop and mornings they wished for. Their voice will hold the years between apology and action, and in that holding you will find a strange mercy. Your response will mark the turning. A decision will rise within you that is not demanded by anyone but yourself, and it will feel like stepping into sunlight after a long winter. You will choose whether to keep the door closed or to open it a sliver. Either choice will be respected by heaven. As you leave the meeting place, a soft peace will accompany your steps, not because everything is fixed, but because the truth now breathes in daylight. The black car will roll away with purpose, its engine a steady drum that says what must be done has been done. You will stand taller for having met it. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. My beloved child, once the car door closes again, you will notice that time itself feels altered. The seconds stretch like threads, pulling you between what has ended and what has begun. You will not be the same as you were before this encounter. The object they handed you will glow in your memory like a lantern, guiding you in the days to come. Its presence will stir forgotten echoes, and those echoes will guide your choices. You will feel both fragile and strong, like glass holding light. When you reread the letter alone, you will hear their voice layered in every line. You will feel the weight of the nights they spent writing it. And you will understand why heaven chose this timing, not a moment sooner or later. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. There will be a trembling in your chest, not of fear but of recognition. Every part of you will know this was orchestrated beyond human plans. The black car was not random, it was written in your story long before. People around you may never know the depth of what happened, and that is as it should be. This moment was carved for you, not for the world. Let it live inside you like a sacred seed. Your tears will water that seed. Your silence will protect it. And your courage will let it bloom. Type Amen to get blessing 881. The road that car drove away on will call to you in dreams. You may see it again, paved in gold or lined with shadows, but always leading forward. This is the road of release and return. You will hear whispers in your sleep, gentle reminders not to forget the words that were given. Those whispers are not echoes of sorrow, but promises of peace. They will keep you awake when you need to remember, and soothe you when you need to rest. Even the seasons will feel different after today. Rain will carry a softer sound, sunlight will hold a warmer hue, and wind will seem like a messenger brushing against your face. All creation will echo the moment of your meeting. Type Amen to get blessing 640. Your hands may shake as you hold the object again, but notice how it steadies your heart. That steadiness is your inheritance. That peace is your true gift. The one who stepped from the car may never return, but they did not need to. Their mission was never about staying, it was about delivering. The delivery has been made, and the seal of heaven is on it. You now carry the key to your own healing. It does not need to be rushed or forced. It will unlock when you are ready. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. My beloved child, tonight will not feel like any other night you have lived before. Every sound around you will echo deeper, as though the earth itself is aware of what has passed. Even the stillness of the air will feel like it is carrying your secret. The memory of that black car will stay with you, more vivid than any dream. You will remember the hum of the engine, the weight of the door opening, the rhythm of their steps. It will replay in your mind until it no longer feels like a memory but a marking. When you unfold the letter again in the quiet of your room, the words will shimmer with truth. They will not just be sentences on a page, they will be a living thread, weaving into your own story. Each line will hold a pulse, like a heartbeat sent from beyond time. Type Amen to get blessing 515. The object in your hand will grow heavier the more you stare at it. Not in weight, but in meaning, in everything it represents. It is not simply returned. It is reborn in your keeping. You may hear voices around you whisper names you haven't spoken aloud in years. They will rise from your lips unbidden, carried on a tide of memory. And with every name, something in you will be set free. The truth carried to you has completed its circle. It has touched every shadow and every light within your journey. And now it rests in your hands, asking only to be received. Type Amen to get blessing 2772. Your heart will want to race ahead, to understand every piece of what you've been given. But heaven asks you to walk gently with it, step by step. For revelation is not meant to overwhelm, it is meant to bloom slowly, like dawn. In the days ahead, you will feel changes in the smallest of moments. A song on the radio will carry a message. A stranger's smile will remind you of the one you thought gone forever. And a simple breeze will feel like a blessing laid upon your skin. The black car is gone, but its shadow is etched into your memory forever. It will always remind you that destiny knows no delays. What is meant for you will arrive, even if it has to travel years to find you. Type Amen to get blessing 844. You may wake tomorrow feeling lighter, though nothing around you has changed. That is the weight of silence lifting. That is the release of what was hidden now standing in daylight. Do not be afraid of the emotions that come like waves. Let them rise, let them fall, let them carry pieces of sorrow away. Each tear you shed will water a new garden in your spirit. The letter will remain close to you, but the words will not stay trapped on paper. They will live inside you, guiding you toward the next chapter. They are not an ending, they are a beginning written in fire. Type Amen to get blessing 1199. My beloved child, the night sky itself will feel different after what you've witnessed. Stars will glimmer with a sharper clarity, as though they too were watching the black car arrive. Even the moon will seem closer, reflecting the truth that has been handed to you. The ground you walk on will no longer feel the same. Every step will carry the weight of what has been revealed, but also the freedom of what has been released. You are walking with both the sorrow of the past and the promise of tomorrow. The object pressed into your palm will continue to pulse with memory. Its surface will seem ordinary to others, but to you it will be a key, a map, a sign. You will never hold it without feeling the presence of the one who placed it there. Type Amen to get blessing 345. You will hear the faint echo of their voice long after they have gone. It will return at odd times, when you are alone, when the house is quiet, when your thoughts wander. That voice will not haunt you, it will heal you. The letter, folded neatly now, will sit where you can see it. You will not want to put it away, because it feels alive. Every glance at it will remind you that destiny does not forget. Some parts of the truth may sting, but even pain becomes sacred when it carries honesty. These words were not meant to wound but to cleanse. They are a river running through the desert of your silence. Type Amen to get blessing 4567. Your dreams will be touched by this encounter. You will walk paths in sleep that mirror the road the black car traveled. You will meet faces in dreams that smile and nod, reminding you that you are not alone in this revelation. Every time the sun rises, you will feel it differently now. It will no longer be a routine morning, but a new page in a story that has shifted forever. Even the ordinary will shine with a hidden glow. The silence that once pressed on your heart will begin to loosen. You will feel yourself breathing deeper, standing taller. The truth has given you wings, even if they are still learning how to open. Type Amen to get blessing 1120. This gift is not only for you, it is also for the ones who loved you beyond sight. They asked for this moment to reach you, and heaven honored their plea. You are living proof that love stretches beyond the boundaries of life and death. Do not resist what unfolds. The story you have stepped into is one of restoration, not destruction. Let it paint over the broken places, let it build bridges where silence had drawn walls. The black car may have departed, but its arrival marked a turning point that cannot be undone. Its shadow is now part of your light, reminding you that destiny always arrives on time. You will never walk in the same way again. Type Amen to get blessing 929. My beloved child, the memory of that night will live inside you as if carved into stone. No matter how many days pass, you will always remember the sound of the car door shutting, the trembling in their voice, and the weight of what they carried to you. These moments are stitched into the fabric of your destiny. Every time you touch the letter, you will feel the midnight silence in which it was written. You will sense the tears that fell onto the ink, as though the paper itself remembers grief and devotion. It will be more than words, it will be a living bridge between worlds. The object in your palm will grow to feel like an anchor. It will ground you when your emotions threaten to sweep you away. It will whisper that you are never alone, not even in your most silent hours. Type Amen to get blessing 774. The black car's journey will echo in your thoughts like a song you cannot forget. You will picture its wheels rolling through places marked by your past, carrying destiny closer with each turn. This car was not only transport, it was a messenger cloaked in shadow. You may find yourself staring at ordinary roads differently, imagining them as stages where fate travels quietly. Each path becomes sacred when you know it can deliver something life-changing. Each turn holds the potential of another arrival. When you think of the person who stepped out of the car, your chest will feel both heavy and light. Heavy with everything that has been unsaid, light with the miracle that it was finally spoken. That balance is the weight of healing. Type Amen to get blessing 2081. Your nights will be softer now. Even if you cry, those tears will no longer cut, they will cleanse. The pillow that once held sorrow will now hold release. You will begin to see signs in little things, a feather on your path, a song lyric catching your ear, a flicker in the sky. They are not coincidences, they are confirmations that the encounter was real, divinely timed, and sealed. In the quiet moments, you will feel the presence of the one who asked for this mission to be carried out. Their love has not faded, it has only changed its form. What was whispered in heaven has now been answered on earth. Type Amen to get blessing 391. The air around you will shift in coming days. What once felt heavy will seem lighter, what once felt endless will now feel guided. Even the walls of your home will feel like they are holding a gentler silence. The truth you received will ripple outward in ways you do not expect. Conversations will change. Choices will look different. You will feel bolder in ways you could not explain before. And when doubt tries to creep in, remember this: angels watched every mile of that journey, every second leading up to the moment you stood face to face. Heaven does not make mistakes. You were meant to receive this exactly as you did. Type Amen to get blessing 557. My beloved child, the day after will not feel like just another sunrise, it will feel like the world has been reset. You'll wake up and wonder if it was a dream, but the letter on your table, and the object in your hand, will whisper otherwise. It happened, and nothing can erase it now. You'll touch the fabric of your clothing and feel the weight of the moment still resting on your shoulders. The scent in the air may still hold a trace of the person who arrived, as if their presence lingers in the folds of time. Every detail will return to you in flashes, uninvited yet sacred. You may feel the urge to tell someone, to explain what occurred. But deep inside, you'll know, this was a divine delivery meant just for you. Not everyone will understand, and not everyone needs to. Type Amen to get blessing 898. You'll notice your footsteps feel different. As though you are walking not only with your feet but with the memory of every step they took to reach you. You are now part of a journey that began long ago, perhaps even before you were born. This connection was written in the hidden pages of your life, the ones you hadn't read until now. And this revelation was the chapter that was waiting for the right hour to open. Now that it has, the story must continue. You are the keeper of this truth now. The custodian of the sacred confession. Handle it with reverence, for it carries a legacy, a promise, a transformation. Type Amen to get blessing 2220. Some days, you will feel overwhelmed by the emotions that rise out of nowhere. That's okay. These feelings are not setbacks, they are echoes of the shift that took place. You are adjusting to the new light. That person, whether they stay or go, brought more than words. They brought resolution. They brought the final piece of the puzzle. And in that closure, a new door quietly unlocked for you. Do not be afraid to walk through it. Do not hesitate to step into what's next. The black car came as a sign that your waiting season is over. Type Amen to get blessing 999. You will see the world through a changed lens. Conversations will sound different. The sky will look more alive. Even your own voice will carry a new tone, a tone shaped by truth. This is not just a healing, it's a resurrection. Parts of you that had fallen silent are rising again. You are being rebuilt from the inside out. The weight you once carried has been exchanged for clarity. It may still ache at times, but it no longer binds you. You are free in a way that cannot be described, only felt. Type Amen to get blessing 366. And as you carry the object they gave you, keep it close. Not because it holds magic, but because it holds memory. It is a piece of the divine disguised as something simple. You may feel the urge to revisit the places they passed on their way to you. The school, the house, the park bench. Go if your heart leads you. Walk those places and feel them with new eyes. What once hurt will begin to hum with peace. What once confused you will now begin to make sense. Everything is aligning in silence. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. My beloved child, Every place they passed is now marked by unseen light. The road that led them to you was not paved only in stone, but in divine intention. Their journey toward you was guided by more than a map, it was guided by prayers whispered long ago. You may sit at the edge of your bed tonight, the letter resting nearby, the object in your hand, and feel the quiet stirrings of something sacred. You'll realize this wasn't just a visit, it was an awakening. And now, your soul is being asked to breathe in a new rhythm. Even the walls of your home may feel different, like they're echoing a melody they hadn't played in years. This is what truth does, it transforms not only hearts but entire spaces. Type Amen to get blessing 1303. The voice that read the letter may replay in your heart for days. You will remember the pauses, the quiver, the moment they struggled to say the hardest part. And those details will not haunt you, they will hug you from within. That voice was carrying the weight of redemption. And now, that weight has been passed to you as a feather, not a stone. You do not need to carry the past anymore. You only need to honor the healing. There will be moments where you catch your reflection and see something different in your eyes. It's not sadness. It's not loss. It's wisdom, wisdom carved by fire, by love, by divine timing. Type Amen to get blessing 478. Your heart may feel tender, as if it has been cracked open and light is pouring thr. Strange, it's sacred. Laughter is the sound of burdens lifting when you've allowed yourself to let go. The black car may be gone, but what it left behind remains. It left a key, a memory, a sacred scroll of truth that now lives in your story forever. Type Amen to get blessing 2802. There will come a moment when you choose to speak of this encounter. Maybe not to everyone. Maybe not soon. But when you do, your voice will carry a resonance that makes others stop and feel. And they will know, even if they don't understand, that something divine touched your life. They will sense it in your silence, in your smile, in your steady gaze. This kind of transformation doesn't need to be explained, it needs to be lived. You are living proof that healing can find you, even when you've stopped asking for it. That truth can knock on your door in the form of a black car at dusk. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. Your name was written on a sacred request long before this day. And heaven answered it not with thunder, but with footsteps, a letter, a memory returned to your hands. You were chosen for this unraveling and rebuilding. What happens next will not be loud, but it will be powerful. Your decisions will carry more weight. Your kindness will feel deeper. Your love will feel truer. Because now you've seen what happens when silence breaks. When destiny arrives wearing black. And when the door you feared opening leads to freedom. Type Amen.